Okay, thank you for that clarification. In interpreting poetry, imagery is more difficult to assimilate than a story. A poem's listener needs time to hear the words, create the image, and respond. The title of Doug's speech tonight is The Cautionary Tale.
Good evening, Toastmasters. Poetry, poetry, poetry. Now let me read this to you. Poetry is a form of literary art in which language is used for its aesthetic and evocative qualities in addition to, or in lieu of, its apparent meaning. Probably a Cal grad in here that could give me a dissertation on that, but it's a long way from where I'm poetry. Its apparent meaning. This is where you step in and try to understand aesthetics and effectiveness, but all I want to do with a poem personally is tie it to a chair, beat it with a hose, so I can finally figure out what it really means. I've looked at Rudyard Kipling, I looked at Robert Frost, but tonight I have selected a poem to read to you that deals with cunning, flattery, and seduction. It is a cautionary tale of those who flatter and charm to disguise their true evil intentions. This poem will take you to the depths of torment and wickedness. The poem I picked, The Cautionary Tale, is written by Mary Howlett. Anyone know that author? The title of the poem is The Spider and the Fly. Will you step into my parlor, said the spider to the fly. Obviously, the spider smokes. "'Tis the prettiest little parlor that you ever did spot. The way into my parlor is up the winding stairs, and I have many pretty things to show when you are there." "Oh no, said the little fly. "To ask me in is vain, for those who go up your winding stair can never come down again." "I'm sure you must be weary, dear, with soaring up so high. Will you rest upon my little bed?" said the spider to the fly. "There are pretty curtains drawn around, the sheets are fine and thin, and if you like to rest a while, I'll snugly tuck you in." "Oh no, said the little fly, "for I've often heard it said, they never wake again who sleep upon your bed." Said the cunning spider to the fly, "Dear friend, what shall I do to prove the warm affection I've always felt for you? I have within my pantry good store of all that's nice. I'm sure you're very welcome. Will you please to take a slice?" "Oh no, said the little fly, "kind sir, that cannot be. I've heard what's in your pantry, and I do not wish to see." "Sweet creature," said the spider, "you're witty and you're wise. How handsome are your gauzy wings, how brilliant are your eyes. I have a little looking glass upon the parlor shelf. If you'll step one moment, dear, you shall behold yourself." "I thank you, gentle sir," she said, "for what you please to say. And bidding you a good morning now, I'll call another day." Seriously? She's going to call another day? Is she not figuring out any of this? I mean, is she dense? Well, we know she's a little naive. Probably a housefly. A horsefly would never put a little. But the spider, we know what the spider is. He's cunning, he's sly, he's crafty, he's doing everything to become the seducer of this poor young fly. And now, I'm not afraid of spiders. So the spider crosses my path. I win. I'm 99-0 with spiders. I way ahead. Now, if it's a big spider, the problem could be a Tarantino film. I won't go into that, but there's always that potential. Now, I'm not prone to heart attacks, but when I'm at home and I get, I don't know why she whispers spider, but I think the spider doesn't really care. But when we get, she races to the garage. She has a 6-pack of Raid. This is how she deals with spiders. And she comes in. Now you know, the Cautionary doesn't have poison in it. It's got scented water. And she gets, she sprays it on the spider, obviously trying to drown him. And he's down there going, what the hell? But I step up, I do mine, I get my foot, I'm ready to, wait, Kleenex. Get the Kleenex, pick the spider up, and as he's running all over your Kleenex, you walk him to the latrine, military thing. Drop it in, and she shows up, that's when she comes. Flushes that tire. That spider right down the drain. I'm still 99-0 since she saved that spider. But I digress. The spider and the fly, let's get back to the poem. The spider turned roundabout and went into his den, for well he knew the silly fly would soon be back again. So he wove a subtle web in a corner, sly, and set his table ready to dine upon the fly. Then he came out his door again and merrily did sing, come hither, hither, pretty fly, with the pearl and the silver wing. Your robes are green and purple, there's a crest on your head. Your eyes are like the diamond bright, but mine are dull as lead. Alas, alas, how very soon this silly little fly, hearing his wildly flattering words, she came flitting by. With buzzing wings she hung aloft, then near and nearer drew, thinking only of her brilliant eyes in the green and purple hue, thinking only of her crested head, poor foolish thing. At last, up jumped the cunning spider and fiercely held her fast. He dragged her up the winding stair into his dismal den, within his little parlor, but she ne'er came out again. And now, dear little members, who made this story read, to idle, silly, flattering words, I pray you ne'er give heed. Unto an evil counselor, close heart and ear and eye, and take a lesson from this tale of the spider, the fly.